It's another beautiful day. Woof, 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 woof. And my hyperactive dog. And I have a hole to fill.
We're Audrey, Stephen, and Bella, our 9-year-old Doberman. We moved into a 35-foot RV just in time for winter in Minnesota. We checked out the kitchen table so Stephen could bring his sim racing passion along with us, and I sell online with eBay, Etsy, and more with a full office of inventory that needs to go before we can go. Now that it's summer, we are tackling the many projects Artemis the RV requires to become ready for travel. There's still a long way to go, and we hope to not be stuck mooch docking through another sub-zero winter. Follow us while we continue to fix up Artemis, downsize the office, and share our experiences as we navigate the ups and downs of full-time RV living.
This is the compartment that my Onan 5500 watt generator was in. And then after that I had a Champion 4300 watt generator. It's still sitting right there. And now I'm gonna attempt to put the new cassette inverter generator that I just bought in here. And we're gonna try and get that running in here today. But first, I have to sort out this wiring mess. Let's see right here. Just got a bunch of relays and stuff right there that I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with. And then I have to figure out how to get the fuel pump to run again. And I have to figure out how to get the generator fit in here. So I think we're gonna start by tearing all this stuff down and getting that out of there, because I thought that I was gonna be able to insulate the bottom of this, but it was not thought out properly, and it is failing. It's not working anymore. So let's get that out of there, and then let's see what I can do about this wiring. All right, starting to clean up some of this wiring. I got my ground disconnected right now. I have a relay mounted in here. This relay is gonna be for this fan right here. So it's coming around here. Here's a switch panel that I'm using. And so we're gonna have a couple of switches in here controlling the fans and the fuel pump. One relay down, 2 more to go. And once I get this all done, I will test my wiring, and then we'll be fitting the generator in here. I have most of these connections made now. Oh, I guess I don't have a ground here for this. I'm gonna ground that to the generator. Okay, so I can make a temporary ground to test this fan. That's not a big deal. I'm gonna ground this probably to the generator. So this is a lead that's gonna go to the generator ground. I have all my relays wired up now. So I have fan 1, fan 2, and then my fuel pump. I haven't wired in my leads for the fuel pump yet because I got one extra switch, safety switch that I'm putting in there. But I think I got enough to test the fans. So we'll test this back fan first. That works. Now let's test this one. So we're just gonna do that. I'm gonna put these together. There we go, we got liftoff. So that's good. I got my fans wired up. Next I'm gonna wire up the fuel pump, and then we're gonna try and get the generator in here. We're moving along.
Hey, want to help us out? Subscribe to our channel. It's totally free, and it would really bring us joy. Then click the bell notification so you know when we have a new video up. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm good. Then I gotta test fit this. Then I gotta take the back panel off and put these tops on it.
Oh.
And then I gotta refit it. I gotta put the clamp of the fuel system on it. So that's potentially gonna be where it sits. I'm gonna try and put this fuel cap that we bought off of Amazon on here, which will let us fill the generator tank off of the gas tank off the RV. What is that? Oh no! Whatever will I do? That's over there. But it should just sit down into that tank and not bug anything, because there's a screen right there, so it can't go down any further than that.
I'm not gonna put this top in yet because I want to get one that's got an elbow to it to give us a little bit more clearance than that. It sticks up that far. Let's see. Closer. I think I'm gonna have to drop it down a couple inches. I don't. Well, here.
Yeah, I'm not kidding
You can see how the handle is just hitting right here at the top.
Oh no.
And I'm not all the way up yet. Now if you go in past this lip, it goes a little bit up here. And I got a little bit of a valley once I get it in there. But I don't think, let me see if I can get it in there sideways. Yeah, I'm just a little bit shy of what I need to do here. So I gotta go to the hardware store and get some flat stock so that I can cut some spacers to drop this whole platform down about, what would you say, 2 inches, 3 inches?
Couple at least.
I'm gonna drop this whole platform down like 3 inches, and I think that should give us the room that we need to get in here. So that's where we're at right now. And I'll get the elbow while I'm out. Got about 6 of these cut. They're not super even, but I made sure that the spacing between these was just some flat stock. Let's see, I got this side half done already. But basically, I'm just dropping this down about 3 inches to give me the clearance that I need, so that we can get this new generator in here. So, as soon as I get done, we'll start getting the generator in here and working. I'm trying to get everything out of the way here so that this generator can slide in here. I got some zip tying of these wires to do, and I'm probably going to shorten up this fuel line a little bit because I don't think I need it this long, so I'll probably cut it like right here because it'll go up and sit into that generator like that. But yeah, we're ready. All right, the spacers worked. You can see them in here right here on both sides. It's nice and sturdy. So I have enough room for my fuel line to come in on here. I'm gonna need to get an exhaust in, so it'll probably be mounted just a little bit further forward than this, because like I said, I gotta get the exhaust out of there. And you don't want just this back against that, because that's where the heat is coming out of this. We're gonna move it forward. I'm probably gonna use these guys to mount it. We're probably just gonna use some ratchet straps and tie it down real tight. But we're getting there. All I gotta do now is put the exhaust on and get it strapped down and get the fuel system hooked up, and I think we'll be good. So about an hour's worth of work left. Got the cover off. It's the 1-inch tube that I bought from Amazon. That was actually a little bit too small of an outside diameter. I should have gotten 1 1/8 or 1 1/4. So I had to expand that a little bit to get it on, but it's a nice tight fit now. So we're gonna go ahead and put this cover back on. And then after that, I'll put it back in there. We'll mount up this exhaust. We'll get the fuel situated, and I'll strap it down, and we should be ready to see if it runs. Start to get this down. I love that I can just slide it in here.
Yeah, you don't have to tip it anymore to like.
Well, the gas cap is here. Man, I sure do wish the gloves didn't just go to crap after the pandemic. It's like the whole world needed gloves and they started making them like crap. There we go.
It's conveniently broken right here so we can see right through.
So yeah, the exhaust will come out right through here. It'll sit right through here. I might borrow one of your straps for a little bit until I get another one to go through here and strap it down.
Okay.
I gotta make a grounding wire a little bit longer. Hook the fuel up and then it's done. So I ran out of black wire for this last little part of the stick gauge stuff, so I'm using a chunk of red for my ground here. The thing is, I'm the only one that's probably going to work on it. I think I'll figure it out. 2 fan back there is all working because it's hooked up. 3 fan needs a ground. It literally just sat there like, why isn't it working? Well, I have the ground wire in my hand.
Well, you're working.
I've been at this a while, guys. Okay, got the fuel line all hooked up. That's how this works. So here's my first switch for the fuel pump. And then I got this right here secured. So I just push that. I don't see any leaks. Wait a minute. What is this right here? Yeah, we got a leak. Let's try to dry up as much of this as I can. Because I want to see if it's going to keep leaking. I suppose I have to make sure this is tight before I went ahead and put it all in here. Yeah, it's like way more solid down there. What happens when I do this? Well, that doesn't look like it's leaking anymore. Got that fuel pump running back there. As soon as it changes tone there. Uh-oh. What's leaking? Put that on choke, let it sit for a second. Turn the 2 fans on, it's gonna get loud. Pull it through a couple times. First things first, we have overheads because I attached that ground, so the overheads work now. Let's turn the AC on. Let's give it a workout.
Turn this on?
Yeah.
I can't see through it.
That, we'll do that on AC, max fan. Yeah, we're running the overheads right now too. I'm gonna clean up. Do you want to shut some stuff up in here? We'll get it kind of cooler.
Okay.
Cool down. I've been running the generator now for about 35 minutes with the door closed. It's 85 degrees in here. It's 89 in the sun. It's about 4 degrees warmer in there. We got the fan on. I have the overhead fans on because the AC for the bus doesn't work. And then I have this room AC on. And this is what's providing all the AC. And it's doing it. Time to refuel it. I've been running it now for 2 or 3 days. I've overfilled it a couple times. I haven't overfilled it at all today, but I have run it out of gas a couple times. I'm trying to find the right timing to fill this tank by timing how long I hold this switch for. But yeah, so right now I'm just gonna go ahead and flip this on. I'm gonna start a timer, and then I'm gonna hold this down for probably about 2.5 minutes. So I overfilled it. It's about 2 minutes, looks like, or an hour and a half worth of runtime, or you're gonna overfill it. So
I think the sweet spot is 1:45 seconds. Maybe 1:50 seconds. I think 1:50 seconds and this thing's just about full. So I have a fuel delivery issue. I'm not getting fuel. I'm not getting any fuel out of this. So I just ran this pump for 2 minutes. Nothing. It's like it's dry firing or something. I don't know. So now I gotta figure out why I'm not getting gas. I took apart the fuel line and the fuel pump was working just fine. Maybe a little bit slower than I thought it was, but I got the fuel tank filled on the generator. I started it back up and then I saw that the CO2 light was blinking. And this generator has a CO2 alarm on it. And what I found out is that the exhaust was actually feeding in a little bit back into that compartment and was setting off the CO2 alarm on my generator, and that's why it's dying. So let me show you what I did to fix it. Coming out right here, so I bent it so it was facing more that way. Hi guys, long story short, I have this thing hooked up to the fuel tank of the RV with a aftermarket fuel pump. I just threw the old one away. But that fuel pump died and it stopped filling up the tank on this thing, and so I had to stop everything that I was doing today in 90+ degree heat to replace this guy back here. It's a 30 gallon per hour. It is 2.5 to 3 psi, and basically that is what's responsible for our power right now. Now that I got this new one in here, I timed it out. I'm gonna set 2 minutes up on the timer, and I'm gonna try and actually I'm gonna set like 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the timer and try and fill this, and hopefully we don't overfill this. I kept trying to put gas in it today, and it would run like I would just barely be putting anything in there, and it would run for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then it would just die because it kept running out of gas because the old pump wasn't putting enough gas in there. So I'm really hoping that I have enough gas. Now, fill it. Hey Siri, count down 2 minutes and 20 seconds, please.
2 minutes and 20 seconds, starting now.
It sounds so much different than the old pump. I have a double switch on the fuel pump circuit so I don't accidentally click that fuel pump on when I really don't want it to be. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So 1 minute and 50 seconds max from empty.